Streamland YouTubers. How are you all? Of course, my iPad's not cooperating, and I can't see chat. For some reason, my chat doesn't open up in Restream. I don't know why. So I have no way of knowing whether anybody's here or not. So I'm just going to pretend that people are here. And of course, it's starting to storm. 'Tis the time. It's a rumbling in the background. And there's all sorts of videos up saying dangerous weather in Central Florida. And I'm in Central Florida. So we'll see. Let me just see. Perchance, chat will open. It did. Hi, Candy. I just can't figure out why it opens sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Well, it's good to see you again, Candy. It's been a busy stream day. So this is my finished Aunt Beck's quirky house swap. And so I finally got it all together. Hi, Belinda. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And we swapped with 3 people. And of course, we were supposed to make one for ourselves. I got carried away. I couldn't stop making them. But here is Becky's. And Joyce's, I do believe. And Rose's. And then mine, and mine. And then Becky gave us, included the picket fence, one strip of picket fence, which I managed to stretch by cutting it in pieces. And she gave us some grass, whoops, which you can't see, which I cut in pieces. And I managed to use some oh, you only saw Lori. Oh, okay, that's where I saw you at Lori. Oh, you weren't over at okay, that's right. Okay. I saw you at Lori's. And then Casey had Darcy and Carrie the Crafter on his channel today. And so that brought a lot of people for him to his channel. Hi, Brenda. And so that's my contribution. These little birds, these little birds came out of the sticker book, and it was on the pages where it's the pages that the stickers are on the back. They have these little birds, which I cut out and colored black. That's a stencil I made, and that's a stencil I made. And these are butterflies from the sticker book. And these are little flower stamps that I stamped and cut out. My door opens to reveal a fancy lady. And then I managed to use, hi, Casey. You've had a busy day. What an awesome stream you had with Carrie the Crafter and Darcy. Wow, that was awesome. Good on you. Very exciting. So I managed to use 3 more Timmy people. So my Timmy, oh, thanks, Aunt Bex. Well, thanks for the swap. Becky's doing hers. She got a real bargain on, I think, 3 frames. And I think you're putting yours together in 3 different pieces. I I actually ordered a frame for this on Amazon, and then that'll come tomorrow. So I'm going to frame it because I just like it. I don't know where I'm going to hang it, but I'm framing it. I'm framing it. So I will be tearing it out of this. And what I did was these. I bought these pads of paper on Amazon. Whoops, and it's somewhat heavy. It's not really for wet media. So I glued two of the pages together, which really made it really, because this is all watercolor in the background, watercolor wash. So that's the swap. So let me close this up. Yeah, this was a real bargain. It was three pads, and they're supposedly 11 by 17. No names, nothing on them. Totally plain, no measurements, nothing on it at all. But there was three in a pack. And they were very reasonably priced, as I recall. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to work in my Timmy journal. Guess what I found? I know, three frames for $3 a piece, and they were 12 by 12. Wow, how exciting! It's trying to get a water line replaced for him. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. I've had an ice maker forever. I can't imagine making ice the old-fashioned way. Now, when I go to see Mo and Sean, they don't use ice, um, because they drink wine, so they don't need ice. So when I come to visit, they've got to remember to turn the ice maker on the day before, so there's ice for my drink. They just don't have any need for ice. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Casey. Your refrigerator is 30 years old? Oh my God. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Beth. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is very close to me. It's like 3 miles away. I could take a look over there. Um, does it does it have an ice maker? It must, otherwise hi Sharon. And guess what I found? Like literally today. I was looking at my totes. Those are the drawers that are in the scrap box here. And I realized I saw some Timmy markers. I said, oh, I must have put a bunch of Timmy stuff in my tote in the drawer. And sure enough, I did. And guess what's in here? This is what a tote looks like. They're 12 by 12, and there's 80 of them. They're all different sizes. But guess what's in here? Guess what's in here? The stencils and rub-ons and tissue paper. I was going crazy looking for that. And it was all neatly put in this tote when I cleaned up after I was working in the Timmy journal. And I even have the Timmy um, tape I haven't used yet, which I plan to use. Hmm. I don't know why my stream is not showing up on, oh, there it is, on YouTube. Okay, there it is. Now I know, very simple refrigerator. Yeah. Have you gotten, when Lily was alive, I made her her own, cat food. I would cook up a whole chicken and then I would puree it in a blender and I would pour it into an ice cube tray. But I bought the new ice cube trays that were made out of silicone. So they're not like the old-fashioned aluminum ones, and they're silicone, and you just twist them and you pop out the cubes. It's really great improvement. I remember the old aluminum trays, and you had to go like that and it made a horrible noise. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Julie. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. I haven't really been working on anything else this week. I can't believe this week is gone again. Another week has flown by. I haven't done anything more on this, the pocket thing. I haven't even stitched on this at all. I've been watching a lot of stitching. I watched the lady that does the sashiko, how she pronounced it. Do you remember those aluminum ones? And they made they made the sound they made reminded me of, fingernails on a blackboard type of sound. Sashiko. And she has such neat stuff. And so I want to do some more sashiko. I'm not sure whether I'm putting the cylinder on not cylinder. That's syllable. Yeah, I think the silicone ones, I think, are worth the investment. I really do. I think you'll be very pleased with that. All right, now that I have the stencils, let's stencil, put some stencils on some blank pages. Okay. And yeah, let's start with that. Got a bunch of remember these are old, Distress Spray Stain. This is one of the original ones. It's very old. I'm sure it's still good. I've got a whole bunch of these. And you remember these? The ones that I don't know whether this has the foam top. Fluid acrylic paint from multiple surfaces. I got that. Same color. Salvage patina. That's an old one now. Okay, let's move these over here. Ooh. And let's see. Yeah, I have to put this tilted so it'll be straight. If I have it straight for me, it's tilted for you. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I've done anything in here since last week. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring my garbage can, my waste paper basket over, and that's like an extra table. How many of you use your waste paper basket as a table? And then you pile stuff up, and then you have a crack-a-lantern. So this is bits and pieces that I cut out of a whole sheet. This character, I just couldn't resist. He's not a Timmy person, but I just loved him. So I made him a frame out of Timmy packaging, and that's Timmy. I think that's new. And that I made a while ago. And that was the 12 by 12 sheet that I cut out the bird. I love this. I don't know where I got it, but it's a page and it's called Get Shit Done. It's hysterical. So this is a page I put together so we can glue that in. And I made this little framey thing and I stitched around that so we can stick that on this page. We'll come back to that. Let's see. What else have I done? These are Debbie F's papers. You saw me do this one, and I made this belly band, and I put two Timmy people in there, and I like this. A silent man is the best one to listen to. You know who that guy was? That was George Washington. He was very quiet. He didn't say much. Hi, Joyce. Oh, there you go. All right, Fracture Pies. Yeah, yeah. Because everyone knew that George had entered the room because he was the tallest. He was the tallest man in the room too. He was 6'4", which is huge, but from back in those days. So this is a little one. Life is for one generation. A good name is forever. That's one of Timmy's. This is Timmy paper, and of course a Timmy person. And this is one of those big stencils. Huh, okay, yeah. You know those box stencils. I only have like 2 or 3 of them, but that's. And then I haven't done anything in this yet, other than cover it in tissue paper. And I tried to put a Velcro closing on it here and here and here, but it didn't really work. And then when I do close it, then it really gets all, yeah. So that was a fail. A Timmy tag, Timmy person, Timmy tissue. That's part of that one that I cut up, and that's one that I had made. And I think I did this last week. Again, all I'm doing is going through and picking up Timmy ephemera and just kind of zippity and just gluing it down, and that's a Timmy stamp. Let's see. Let's, and I think you all saw this last week, but this is some more on the quirky house theme, and this was inspired by Sasso, Saacibo. She's made a whole bunch of quirky houses out of envelopes. And this I made, and she shows you how to cut this and make the roofs. But this, when you open it up, as I showed you, I think last week, it's one big envelope. And again, I've got Timmy people. I love the little Timmy dog. He reminds me of Pete. You remember Pete, the dog on Little Rascals? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is a fun page. And I got a lot of Timmy paraphernalia. And then I made another one of, oops, made another one of these. That's a die cut that makes like a specimen thing. And these are all Timmy stamps. And that's obviously a butterfly sticker, transparent. And I think that's it. Yeah, I made that a while ago. So let's go back and, oh, I don't know whether you saw that one or not. That's Timmy, and that's Timmy packaging that I cut out and made into a frame. And I did this a while ago, and I don't know why I felt I had to spray it, but I sprayed it with Timmy. What is this? Crackling campfire. All right. Okay. And these are just, I laid out a whole bunch of, made a masterboard type of thing and then printed it out on paper. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But what I did was, let's put this in. This was on the back of packaging, and yeah, remember Pete? And he had a black spot around his eye. He was a cool dog. And this was the back of some packaging, and I fussy cutted it. Is that how you fussy cut it? No, I guess it's not cutted. What's the past tense of cut? Cutted? Hoot. I fancy cut it out. Cut it out. So I'm going to use that. I have a plan for that. And I think my plan was, I think this is where it was. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it over this like so. And I'm going to put one staple in it and then glue this down. And it's going to be a belly band. I'm sorry, it's shiny. Petey, that's Janice is right. His name was Petey, not Pete. Okay. Petey. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. I love the Little Rascals. I would watch that whole series again. When my kids were growing up, Little Rascals would come on like at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'd watch it before they went to school. Past tense is cut. Yeah, I figured that. Here's an interesting one. What's the smell? Oh my God. What's the past tense of smell? I'm sure you all know it, but I saw it written in a sentence and it just didn't make any sense. But then I realized they were just they were just so much fun. The characters, Alf. Yeah, I guess you can see them on YouTube. Yeah, but the character Alfalfa and Spanky and Darlene and Alfalfa and Petey and Mrs. was it Miss Smelt? Yes, but doesn't that sound funny? Smelt. Well, I saw it in a sentence and I thought that doesn't make any sense. And then I realized, well, yeah, they were talking in the past tense. It was a deck of playing cards that they were saying that if they were not the real, it wasn't their real card, it was a fake card if it smelt. And when I read that, it didn't sound right, but it is right. So apparently people have made fake playing cards, and you know it's fake if when you open the box it smells. But they said if it smelt, then it was a fake playing card. Oh no, no, no. His name was Petey. Well, that's what I also said. That's what well, this is a new deck of cards we were playing with on bridge, and I was saying I thought smelt is a fish. I think it's a little bit, it's kind of, it's like a kipper, which is bigger than a sardine, but kind of along those, but smelt, yes. So we had this conversation about smelt, and then the light went on. Duh, it's past tense of smell. It smelt. It was smelty. Is it smelt? Oh, maybe it is well metal work too. I don't know. All right, let me see. I want to leave enough room here. I was going to maybe have it so you could like a tuck spot, but that's kind of like the wrong direction. But I'm just going to put one staple or maybe two, but I want to get and of course, I'm using a Timmy fastener kipper. I think that'll work, right? Sure. And if I glue that down, it's a little crooked, but what's crooked among friends? You won't tell. Could I straighten that out by putting a staple there? Does it really? No, I could straighten it out. If I can get my hand in there. Let me see if I can straighten that out. Get a staple in here. Okay. There. All right. All right. I like that. Okay. All righty. So let's put that. Gotta find where that came from. It doesn't really matter. Let's close this up. Oh, come back here. Let's pick a page. Pick a page. Any page. You know what we should do? Let's put a stencil on it first, and then we can do it. Yeah, I think smells also has to do with, so bitchity snippety did. Perfect. I did. I did. I kind of like doing that. I find it fun. I find it relaxing. I know that's kind of doesn't make sense. Okay, I don't really have that many chimneys, but let's do ding. How about this? That'll be pretty in the background. And why don't we use welding? Yeah, I think that's what Casey's referring to. Welding. Let's do some. I gotta get to me. Let's use a distressed oxide color because I got a lot of those. All right, and I have. Let's do. How about Lucky Clover? Black and white. Oh yes, I remember that. What? Yes, I do know what you're talking. Yes, I do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Uh, I got the flying out of thingies and okay. Okay, whatever. You do it, Barb. Oh, come on. I always have stamps that go on the back of these. Oh, well, yeah, I'll use one. Okay, let's do this. Oh, one of my problems here, folks, today. I don't know why. Right, it's red. We'll take this peelless off. Oh, okay. I bet you got it turned off in time, right? That is cool. The heck, that just come off. Oh, helps if you put on the right there. Oh dear. Okay, let's try this. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was about glycerin and what to use glycerin for. And I bought some glycerin at some point in my crafting journey. I bought a small bottle of glycerin, and then I came across it and I couldn't recall why I bought glycerin. I had no idea what the glycerin was for, why I bought it, and then I came across a YouTube video about the ways to use glycerin in crafting. And I know that's not why I bought it, but apparently this makes me think of it. She said that you can put glycerin on ink pads that have dried up or that need some refreshing, not refreshment. There, I kind of like that. Can I get some over here? Probably. Maybe I can. Let's see. You can put a couple of drops of glycerin on a dried out ink pad. So I know that's why I didn't. I know that's not why I bought it, but anyway. There. But I have to say, yes, thumbs up would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tammy. So I very meticulously put Velcro on the back of each one of these. I better wipe that. But I've started to say that these distress oxide inks I've had forever. Oh, he's a brat. Yes, he is. Running around. I've had these distress oxide inks for years. One of the very first purchases made, and I bought them all. At the time, I bought every single one that there was. When he first issued those, when they first were issued, there were 12 colors. And I bought them all. And I don't know how many colors there are now, certainly more than 12. And they're still juicy, very juicy. Look at that. Wow, that is juicy. That over here. All right, let's glue some stuff. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Angie. Let me do this. Wipe some of this off. This is really bad. This is getting sticky. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I went to put my garbage out. It was a little PO'd because outside of my neighbor's garage door were both of her garbage cans, right? Now, I've been doing her garbage forever. However, she is now bedridden and she has all sorts of people in there helping her, right? Hospice is there, people from her church are there. There's a whole slew of people taking care of her. So she must have said to them, oh, just put it out. My neighbor will take it to the street. I'm not that, I have some of my own issues, folks. I have trouble getting my own garbage out. So now, but I took it to the street for her, but I just kind of was a little, because she must have had to have told somebody. I know, I agree. The reverse one looks good too. So she must have told whoever the caregiver is and was on call or on duty now, oh, don't worry about it. My neighbor will do it. Anyway, I know it's a stupid bitch. I shouldn't say it, but I'm just telling you that I was a little PO'd to see it there. What am I looking for? Glue. That's what I'm looking for. And here it is. There it is. Because I lost my pin. Oh, I'm sure it will. I lost my pin. These are stainless steel pins, and you can't buy one, so you get a whole bunch of them. And I had a red tip, and I misplaced it, and I couldn't find it. And yeah, and Becky, that's why I was thinking that. I was thinking that. Just leave it there. Hmm. I mean, there are much more able-bodied people over there to take care of that. I'm going away, so I don't know who's going to do it when I'm not here. I'm going to try to stream when I'm in Cape Cod, and I'll let you all know whether it's a go or not. I was trying to use this. It's not a new app, but I was going to try to use this app that allows you to plug an external camera into your iPad. I know. Well, I feel that's kind of what I feel like. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I mean, I didn't mind doing it when she was over there by herself. You know what I'm saying? But I know that that's not the case now. There's a whole slew of people over there. Let's see. We could stick that there, huh? No, that's got to go up there. We got to punch a hole for that. I'll stick that there. How's that? And this can go here. I got another piece over here too. You bent yours? Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that they had to be stainless steel. So the first time I put a pin in there, you know what happened? It rusted, and I did not expect that. But now I know it has to be stainless steel. Okay, I'm going to put that here. So I'm just trying to use up all these bits and pieces of ephemera on various pages, and I'll probably stick a Timmy person on this page. All right, let me do the inky dinky. You gonna go take a rest? Yes, you did. That was an amazing. Out of curiosity, did you just ask? You know, did you? I mean, obviously you asked him, and he said yes. But that was great. I mean, that was wild. You just asked and said you just figured you'd take a chance, or did he volunteer, or how did that come about that because he's kind of a bit of I'd say a bit of a celebrity in our community. And Darcy, these are big names. Yeah, he got tips right from Carrie, and picked a palette. I was watching one of the everything art videos and about picking a palette. And I know Aunt Bex has said this. This is nothing new, and I remember hearing it from you, Aunt Bex, about if you just kind of look at like a couple of magazine pages and you look at, the layouts or whatever, and look at the color scheme, obviously someone knows that those particular colors go together, and that because I mean, I bought the color cubes. However, you really don't need them. You can, figure that out if you look at a layout. Am I going to be lucky enough to find a thingy in here? No, not. Okay. And then on the one thing that one of the exercises in everything art, which is Wanderlust, they suggest, finding your palette. And that's what they said. Go through a couple of magazines or whatever and pull out several pages of magazine pages that have colors that you like. And then from that, you can figure out what your palette is. Oh, okay. That's how it started. Oh, okay. Well, he seemed to be very happy to be there and very helpful and very cool. Okay. I'm gonna put a hole. I'm gonna put a couple of these over here. Get the top of dial. Uh, I'm gonna put a hole here. Let me turn this around like so. I need that. All right, let's stick on right about here. Hi, Allie. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry your back's still hurting, Ange. That's too bad. Oh, let's go through that too. All right, let's do this. Okay. I'll give it a little squeeze. I can give them another little squeeze to flatten that out a little bit more. Okay. That's a little bit better. I don't have any bull pens here. Bull pens. I'd have to get up and walk 5 feet. I'm too lazy to do that. Isn't that awful? I have a safety pin. That should work just as well, right? There. There, that's fine. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Uh, Yeah, that's cool. And I didn't, and that goes with this, kind of goes with that too. I wasn't even thinking that far in advance. Okay, let's do this. Right, let's get these. I was watching another woman, one of the instructors in one of the Wonderlust classes, where she did a really did a really cool photo transfer picture of her grandmother and made a copy of it on paper and then did a transfer of the picture onto a jelly plate. It's really cool. There's just so many neat. Whoops, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do that over here. So it would be a little bit more interesting. Okay, do that. Stick this here, like so. Yeah, I got so much of this. He even had coffee with Carrie Vineyard. Oh, yeah, he did say it was awkward to be crafting and talking. But well, I guess that's true. He's talking in his videos, but I guess that's done after the fact. It's not, or it's a no, it's not a premiere, is it? I don't know what he does. But he's talking during when he's crafting, isn't he? Hi, Lydia. Oh, that's nice. Candy sent you a gift. How sweet is that? That's nice. Okay. Oh no. Your cart must have moved closer to the wall I have in front of me. Oh no. Boo-hoo. He's a very, 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 very interesting guy. He really is. He's led a very, and when he talked about being a performer on a cruise ship and what that was like, uh, I I had watched that video where I guess he was answering questions and he was talking about being a performer on cruise ships. And soon after that, my son and grandsons and we went on a cruise, and I found what he had said so interesting because I looked at that whole cruise experience, and especially the shows that are put on the cruises. I had a whole different perspective because of what he had talked about and what it was like doing that, being on a cruise ship and being a performer, a dancer. What was it? Oh, a Timmy person, right? Okay. Well, let me show you. I have greatly reduced the Timmy population. I thought that they were procreating in this book because every time I would open this book, there seemed to be more Timmy people. But I don't know. I don't think he's shabby chic. I'm not sure. Look, I mean, this used to be chock full, layer upon layer. And now I'm getting down there. I'm getting down there. I cut this guy's head off. This guy's headless. I don't see him as shabby chic. Maybe. Okay, so let's find a Timmy person to add to this page. We want big ones, little ones. Whoops. What do we got here? We got a bunch of. This is the Black Health Club, 1819. They look like some serious dudes. Let's see. Maybe you can use a serious dude, huh? No, he's too big. Let's see. We got a little Girl Scout. Oops, come here, ladies. You little girls. No. Let's see. Wow, I'm getting down there. Hmm. Ooh, maybe bottom left. Bottom left. Okay. Well, this guy could be leaning on that, but he needs to have something to be standing on. Bottom left, bottom left. You're thinking this dude here? Yeah. Uh-oh. He's going back to Lowe's. Oh, I could stick him here. He'd have his hand on that. Well, thank you for being here, Casey, and congratulations on just a fun, wonderful stream you had today. It was wonderful. It certainly was a lot of fun to watch, despite the audio. Oh, come here, you. Jeez, these little guys. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I lost one. I lost one. Come here. Oh, no. Oh, they're lost forever. Okay. Look who I found. How about we just put Pete? Petey. That's my last Petey. Well, we could just stick Petey right here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick Petey right there. And look, that's got to be Petey because he's got the black spot. I think this is a pit bull. I think Petey was a pit bull. And the teacher, wasn't her name Crabtree? Miss Crabtree? And they all had a crush on her, and then she got married. Didn't she invite them to the wedding, as I recall? All right. I like that. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Shall we make another page? I think we should. I got nothing here, though. Should we put something behind that? Maybe we'll put some. Hi, Jenny. Jenny just woke up. You're in Australia, though, right, Jenny? How about we'll put this couple, we'll hide them behind here. Oh, I should have inked Petey, but I didn't. Oh, well. I really like it when some people watercolor these. They look really cool when they're colored in too. That's another thing you can do with them. Oh, okay. You just woke up from a nap. Okay. Never mind. Because I think Julie or someone from Australia said it was 7 something in the morning. Oh, vinyl on wood. Okay. How's Monday looking? You talking to me? No, thank you are. I have that book club on Monday. They like to be. Okay, I'm very happy with that page. We got a lot going on. We got a lot in there. We've got stencil, we've got people, we've got stamps. Um, how about, I don't know whether I have any text. Oh, that's right, it's winter. Take care, Janice. Thanks for being here. I have these, and they're real big and fat, but you can always peel them off. But I don't think any of these, because this is such a mishmash of a page. Noted might work. Follow your heart is not going to do it. Lucky is a state of mind. Take the scenic route. Creativity takes courage. Thoughts and theories. Listen to your heart. Be true. That's French. I know that much, but I don't know what it is. Object trouver, trouver. Anybody? That's French. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. We make a wish. Extra, etc. Story relic salvaged. That might work. Field found. Notes, be brave. Hope is never lost. Yes, be brave. I don't know what that is. Obviously. Yes, these are Timmy words also. Yep, a whole thing of Timmy words. Collect beautiful moments, live in the moment. And these are really thick. I'm going to peel this off and use it. I think I'm just going to use noted. I don't know, it seems to. And this is object of something that's in French, but I don't know. I don't know French, even though I took French, but in the 4th grade. You're back. That was a quick walk. Oh, I'm going to peel this off to make it not so thick. So you walk uphill. That means you have to walk downhill in order to walk uphill, right? Found object. Okay. I figured it was object. I didn't know what trouver. Trouver? I don't know what the accent over the E that must change the pronunciation of the E. Thank you for looking that up. Found object. So Timmy's going Frenchy on us. Interesting. Very interesting. So I peeled most of that off. Noted. Makes no sense. I don't care. Does it have to make sense? Nope. Doesn't have to make sense. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't have to make sense. This is just an activity of just playing with Timmy stuff. I was watching Natasha, Treasure Books Natasha, Trove, Trove, and it's not the one, it's not her video for today. She made a book that a cover that was made out of pom-poms. But she made another book where there was a no-sew journal. And she put the pages together with washi tape. Noted. Okay. I'm looking at other Timmy stuff here that I could use to add to the Timmy extravaganza. Let's see. I think that's good enough. We've got a whole bunch of stuff on that page. Let's turn the page or two and make another one. This is one of my coffee dyed papers from a long time ago. You can see it's very brittle. Well, I bet that would be enough for my knees. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do this page next. So we got to move this out of the way. Ugh. I'm always sliding off my chair. And what else do I have down here? Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, I got some cool stuff down here. Okay. I know where that's going. I have some Timmy rub-ons, and these are in really bad shape. So what I'm going to try to do is just, you turn them upside down and rub on them, right? I think, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when I was going to school, we took a foreign language in the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade. And every other year, it was one year it was French, the next year it was Spanish. And when I was in the fourth grade, it was French. And then you took like an exit exam in the sixth grade to see if you were smart enough to continue with the language. And I was not. I was not capable of going on, continuing with French. Instead, I was in remedial reading because, as you all know, I'm dyslexic. I am dyslexic. I had a popsicle stick. No, you should take the white paper off. Oh, this. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then do you rub it on this side? No, you have to rub it on this side, right? No, this side, because this is sticky, right? All right, I need some help. I take the white paper off. I'm waiting for the further instructions, folks, because I am transfer, get a sin to rub with. A sin. I had a popsicle stick too, because I had a popsicle last night, but I threw it out. But I have a thing I can use. Get a sin to rub with. Sin, I don't know. A stick. No, I don't know what sin means. Well, how do I have this? Do I rub on this side? The way you're holding it. Put it down. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I'm just going to do this. I got this board underneath me. Let me get a stick. A coin, yes. Yes. Huh, that's interesting. I have no idea what I was making with that. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, how about that? I got a stick. Yeah, I have a tongue depressor. All right, I'm gonna do all of this. So here we go. There was someone I was watching because now I can't remember. And this person had rediscovered rub-ons and was like going rub-on crazy. She was doing rub-ons on everything. Everything. I can't remember now who it was. We got some real rumbling thunder. Oh, a bone folder too. Yeah, yeah, that would have worked too. Yeah, I got one of those. But this is fine. I don't expect much because these are so old. But I'm using it up. Using it up. You can see where some of it is white, where it's obviously rubbed off, but most of it's not. I gotta take a break. Yeah, yeah, there's some really, really pretty rub-ons. Well, I have some, but and I looked at them, they're not rub-ons, they're decals. You actually put them in water. I have decal paper where you can actually make your own decals. I used to be a model builder. We'd buy the model kits and build the models, and a lot of them had decals. So I used to be pretty good at putting decals on. I don't think you can see where, well, you can see it, but like this 7 is white and the 3 is white. So that would indicate to me that it came off. But should we take a peek? Hmm. Well, maybe we'll take a peek. Yeah, no, they're not coming off at all. Hmm. Maybe it's the paper. I don't know. I mean, I've got a pretty hard surface on this. Take a peek, take a peek. Yeah, they're not. They're too old. Oh, well, you can see it, right? I got that there. Let's see if I can. It could be the paper, but it's just regular. It's regular paper that's been coffee dyed. It should, you know what I mean? So that number is good. Yeah, I'm pressing as hard as I can, and nothing. It's not changing colors. It changes colors. It turns like a light color, and you know that it's been successful, but this is not working. So I'll just pull this off. We're not going to get anywhere with this. I can stick it on a regular, regular piece of paper, but I don't think any of this is going to come off, unfortunately. The part of a butterfly here. I mean, these are, gosh, I don't even know how old they are. They're okay. Let's just get this off. Oh, yeah, they're not coming off. Let's see. Yeah, and it's pulling the paper up. Oops. Oh, wait a minute now. Just hold on. Oh, oh, well, you got some of it. I wonder if I should put a heat gun on it. Oh, wow, that butterfly. Yeah, I'm surprised that butterfly came off. That's kind of cool. Some, well, and they didn't all turn. Huh. Well, Angie, you tell them. You tell them. Look at the Angie getting tough. I like that. Shit and split. I'm putting it on the toilet too. She's serious. Well, some of that came out pretty good, and that was fine. And that whole butterfly came off. Good enough for being old. Yeah, I think so. And this is what's left behind. Yeah, I'm not gonna see. This is really sticky, very sticky. So maybe we'll save. Maybe I'll cut those out and try it, on another piece of paper. Maybe I'll try it on, that's what I'll do. I know, it actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? I got bits and pieces of there's a random T here in the middle of the page, and there's a random A, and yeah, it was worth a try, don't you think? I'm not angry at it. These are the only tibby rub ones I have. No, these are sticky. I mean, very sticky. I mean, again, I have no idea how old they are. Not a clue. And let's just do a little stencil here, down here. And then we'll just glue down some ephemera. I didn't think they were supposed to be sticky. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I might I'll leave that like so. God, our pond is so low. How low can it go? I don't know. And it's just covered with lily pads. And the lily pads have bright, beautiful yellow flowers. And in the evening, they all close up. But it's just a sheet of lily pads, and some of the birds. Ah, he calls them transfers. Of course, that would make, yeah, well, it is a transfer of sorts, isn't it? It is a transfer of sorts. All right, let's find out what other color. We got a beigey color there. How about, how about, this is really, how about faded jeans? I like that. Let's try some faded jeans. Found a pair of jean shorts in the back of my drawer, and they were so comfy that I ordered another pair of them. I have a very, very, very weird Amazon order coming. Are you ready? Shorts, Lee relaxed fit denim Bermuda shorts, breadcrumbs, Progresso breadcrumbs, spicy V8 juice, and a frame for my quirky house piece. How about that for a weird order? Just saying, I think it's pretty weird. V8 juice, breadcrumbs frame, and denim jeans. All being delivered tomorrow. Here is faded denim. Oh, he says they are transfer stickers. I don't know. He can say whatever he wants. I have a bunch of the rub-on stickers from the dollar store. All right, I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try. Look how juicy. Can you see how juicy that is? Oh my God. That is wet. It won't even go through the, I never liked the stencil because of this. It's very hard to get. Wow, look at you. That's lovely. So don't dilly-dally in the bathroom, but come sit on the porch instead. I think that's very nice. And you put two rocking chairs out there? That's either thunder or a rocket going off. I don't think it would be a rocket in this weather. Ah, hmm. Well, all right, that's not too bad. That actually came out a lot better than I thought it would. That's the stencil. Hmm. Yes, it does sound inviting, doesn't it, Barbara? Oh, oh, you're no, and I'm putting these things on signs. Oh, okay. That you can sell the signs and not going on your porch. Is that what you mean? I think that's what she means. Okay, I think that's what she means. Are you putting that sign in your bathroom? Yeah, that's true. Well, if you only have one bathroom, you got to be, you know, you got to shit and split. That looks good. I don't know why I stopped there. You got 20. Where's the 29? Where's the 29? Oh, it's there. Okay. Let me line that up. And let's go across here. It's amazing how juicy this ink is. Okay. Whoops. I like it. It's messy. All right. And I heard that you said about boot. Let's try that. Let's um let's do this. Like we were talking about spritzing it. Let's do that and put it down like so. Let's give it a little mist of water and see where should I spray it. Well, ah, well, we'll see what happens. You maybe just make a bluey mess instead of a bloody mess, a bluey mess. Funny things on the wrong side. No, did I do it on the wrong side? No, I didn't. Okay, well, let's just. Woo. Uh, okay, we got to clean up some of this mess. I like that. I grew up in a house with only one and four kids. Oh boy. Yeah, well, that's how it was, right? There wasn't share and share alike, right? Uh, uh, we had a family in the neighborhood, and there was mom and dad and four girls. Four girls. So there were five women in that household. Oh, but they had two. They had. I think there was a master bath and then one other bathroom. As I recall. I don't know. Let's see. Three toilets. I'm 50 and have only lived in houses with one bathroom. This is the eighth home I've lived in. Never realized that. Wow. Well, we had when I was growing up, there was a tiny, I mean, a itsy bitsy master bath, and then there was a hall bath. So at one point in time, there was um, my sister, myself, my little brother. No, he wasn't born yet. I guess it wasn't too. Well, I guess my older brother was home. Oh, yeah. And my grandfather, my older brother, my grandfather who lived with us, my sister, and myself, all using that one bathroom. And then my parents had their little master bathroom I know, with one outhouse. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Well, the reason why this is a embossed Timmy embossing folder, that 3D, and it's gears. So that came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's put some stampage on there. The camp that I went to had an outhouse. It was like it had like trough sinks, and then it had little cubicles with a hole and you pooped down and peed down into a thing below that, and I guess they threw lime down there every day or whatever, but that was the outhouse. Yeah, there was no bathroom. At Camp Mahitu, I'm up in the Catskills, Bear Mountain area. It was a Lutheran camp that Nancy and I went to. And of course, that's where we decided that we were going to run the counselor's underwear up the flagpole. Ha ha ha. And we broke the flagpole. I'm going to use this. I already used that, but that's not to say we can't use it again. And you had an outhouse and a wood chip heater for the bath. Oh, wow. And a wood stove. Well, I have to say, we've come a long way as far as plumbing is concerned. That is for sure. All right. Let's see. How about, whoops, let's use this one. Okay. And I love this stamp. This stamp is just plain old fun. And how about some circles? And hi, Desiree. And how about some scribbles and more scribbles? I think that'll be fun. Okay. That's how I store my stamps. I got a little thing here. Shows me I'm all stamped out. All right. Let me get a block. A block. I need a big block. Where's the big block? Here's a little block. A big block. Hey, back here. Uh, I've had these for ages too. You can kill somebody with one of these. All right. So let's do this. That's the plan. Yeah, can you imagine? Well, they had a lot of chamber pots. And some of them were rather fancy. What color? I think black, huh? Because that blue's pretty dark. I think if I did any other color, it wouldn't show up. Um, let's see what I got here. Pigs roaming, probably wild pigs, huh? It's got this red, vermilion, library green. Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with black. I'm a coward. Oh, flies. Oh, yes, flies. Yep, they love poop. That reminds me of oh my God, the opening scene. Does anybody remember what the heck was it? Man, it was Million Dollar. It was about the Indian guy that wins the quiz show. He knows all these answers and they torture him because they think he's cheating. Million Dollar Bait. What the heck was the name of that movie? Oh man, the opening scene anyway is of a little boy that jumps into latrine because he's running away from the. What was the name of that movie? It was such a great movie. It was a Bollywood movie too, I think. I hope this is going to work because I couldn't. That stamp has lost its stickum. Let's see. And you can kind of see it. You see? It's okay. It's not great. Oh, now it sticks. Now it decides to stick. What do I do with the rest of the stamps? Oh, there they are. Yeah, the flies would be. We had flies in Spain, and they would fly like in swarms. Oh, I'm going to put that there. What the heck was the name of that movie? It had $1 million in it. Take care, Angie. Take care of your back, huh? I'm sorry you're still in pain. That's a bummer. Oh, I like that. That looks good. Okay, that's good. That's cool. $1 million, not $1 million baby, $1 million dog. What the heck? I can't remember the name of that. Nobody's helping me. Where are our movie people? I want all sorts of, but he wins $1 million because on a game show because he knows all the answers. And the reason why he knows all these answers is because he worked in a call center. And somehow he just came across all these bits and pieces of random information. And they thought he was cheating. And he wasn't. And they tortured him at one point. Nobody's biting. I can't remember the name. No, it had $1 million in it. Ah, yeah, put a couple of more over here. What the heck, right? Let's put in put some. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm making a mess here. There. You don't recognize it? Yeah. Well, that's okay. It's an older movie. It had million it was okay. It needs some color. So why don't we do this? Let me clean up these stamps. This is a fun set of stamps, I have to say. Oh wow. Barbara needs an ice pack too. Everybody's falling apart. Mm. Still haven't gone to uh still haven't gone to Costco. Still haven't started the process of getting my new glasses. Gosh. All right, let's add some scribbles here. I was not a real fan of these, his scribble sticks. I don't know about you folks, but they didn't do much for me, but I had to have them. I didn't buy them all, though. It kind of dried up a little bit, dried up a lot. Let's see what we can do here. Mhm. Thank you. Oh, there is. Oh, that's cool. Well, look at that. There. Yeah. I have the Dina Wakley ones too, and I'm not real thrilled with those either. But these are, it says these are water reactive pigments. So if I spritz this with water, does that mean they would work? Would they work? They would move? It would move, I guess. They weren't impressed either. That's a tough group. They're not easy to impress. Well, Barbara, I'm sorry your back is bothering you. Is that what's bothering you? But what are you doing? What are you doing? You're out there walking up hills. Really, Barbara? Really, really, really? Is that what you should be doing with a sore back? I don't know. The scribble sticks? Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Gonna come over here. Oh, God, that scares me every time. I'm gonna stick that there. I think I'm just gonna leave it like a tuck spot, like so. There. I'm sorry, there for the glare. I like that. I'll leave that just like that. Like that. It's like a rib is out. What? A rib is out? How did you do that, Barbara? Doesn't hurt all the time. Huh. Sorry, that just really doesn't sound all that great, Barbara. Thanks. I like it. This is a nice double spread. Double spread. Let's now we got to do something over here. Page we just I don't know where it is now. I like this. Okay, let's see what we can use here. Well, I like that stamp. I really do. It looks really cool. The sprinkler system is on, and that's what's making this weird noise because the water is hitting the side of the house. Can't use that because that's not Timmy. I think Timmy ever made foam stamps, did he? If he did, I don't remember. All right. I don't want to cover that up. I like it too much. I don't want to cover it up. And let's, um, well, I think we'll just put down a big old Timmy person. Thanks, Brenda. Actually, it is. It's been a lot of fun just going through the stuff and playing. It really has been a lot of fun. It has, really has. We haven't used any of his, well, I have used his tape, but we haven't used any of this. So why don't we put a piece of this down here just for giggles and can you see? Yeah. This is really cool tape. This is his fabric tape. Ah, oh, you think it's okay. All right. Not troublesome enough to seek medical advice. Is it in the middle of your back, above your buttocks? Between your shoulder blades? Okay, this is pretty good. I like this tape that he came out with. This is fabric. It's pretty cool stuff. Ooh, and it's got tickets. So maybe I should put some tickets on this page. I can get this apart. Maybe I can. Ooh, I did. I did. So the topic for our book club this month is, I think I mentioned it. It's playing on Wednesdays. It's the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. So that's what we are going to be discussing tomorrow. Pretty dry stuff, I would say. Interesting. Whoops. Oh, Vicky Brown, thanks. Sharing a link. Sharing a link. Why aren't you here, Vicky? Oh, look what I have. And this is Timmy tape, and it's a ruler. So let's put some of that down. Mhm. Oh, that's gonna perfect. Look at that. Ha 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 ha. I like that. Great. How perfect is that? Ah, mhm. Ah, pain in the neck. Yeah. Arthritis. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Not good. See. Hi, Bug. I'm thinking this is the Timmy people. I'm gonna move it over here because I have to. I'm thinking we can have the Timmy people standing on this. We got the little people. Ooh, and this guy can be, did I get this? Oh, yeah, to put something for him to lean on. Oh, if I should have measured that better. Okay, let's do this. Ah, I love her. Oh, look at them. Aren't they adorable? Ah, look at the little girls. And I love her. She is so sweet. She can be dancing. Put them there. Them there. She can be dancing. How's that? All right. And old married couple. Okay. God, there's a sandhill crane out there just carrying on like you would not believe. Yeah, something like that. There's one that got stuck down here. I'll have to turn it upside down, but I don't want to turn it upside down because it'll all fall out. And there's another one that got stuck down. All right, I'm going to glue these down, and then it'll be time to say goodbye. I'm not going to ink them because I'm not. It's an artistic choice I've made. I'm not going to ink them because it it smears on them. So we're going to stick these guys here. And Oh, I made breadcrumbs yesterday because I'm out of breadcrumbs, but I ordered some. But anyway, I made breadcrumbs yesterday out of I had a salmon broiled salmon Caesar salad yesterday for lunch at the club after bridge, and I forgot to tell him to hold the croutons. So I had the croutons. So I threw the croutons. I toasted up an English muffin. Toast English muffin with croutons that I didn't eat. It came with a roll. So I tore up the roll and I grated some fresh Parmesan. So now I have some bread. I wanted to bread them with the chicken breast. We stick her there. Oh, why not? It'll be a Timmy party. Stick them over there. Ah, okay, that's a hmm. Let me see. Let me just see. I could. Well, his arm is on that word, but you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do. Don't you know what I'm going to do? Ooh, huh. Put up a little piece of that cake, and he can be leaning on that. Yes, that's what he's going to be leaning on. Put a little piece of tape right there, right there. And he can be leaning on that. Come on, come on. Ah, I'm gonna put it right where that curious C-U-R is. Mm-hmm. There. Yep. There. There. So we have Timmy people. Perfect timing. I'm on this Wednesday at 1 o'clock with Yolande, Devin Rex for art, and myself are going to be streaming together. I will be giving away my mini Timmy journal that I made as a giveaway. And Delon texted me and asked me what what did I think we should do? And I have no idea. So I have to think about what we should be doing together. There's always the forest book, but I think you guys are probably getting tired of us working in our forest book. But, so hopefully I'll see you there. But with that said, thank you for being here tonight. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to have you all gather around and watch me play. This has been a lot of fun, and I literally have not even put a dent. Well, I put a dent into the people. That's true. But in terms of this kind of stuff, I still have a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. But we got quite a lot done today. We did. So thank you for keeping me company. If you can't be good, be careful and be hopeful. And hope that the tension and the strife that's going on with our administration, hopefully that will change in the midterm elections. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. Bye all. Take care. Be good. Be careful. End the stream. Bye.